Our next presenter, and he is our 11th finalist today, is Chris Lanterman from the Curriculum and Instruction program at NAU. His major, oops, I'm not sure how that happened. His major professor is Dr. Karen Applequist, and the title of Chris's presentation is Seeing Disability Differently by Design.
You might recognize this icon. It's the international symbol of access. Other than maybe wishing you had one of these the last time you circled that packed parking lot, what comes to mind when you see this symbol or think about people with disabilities? Discomfort, fear, pity. These are common responses, and they align with what we call a medical model, which views disability as a deficit that should be fixed. Now think about what it might mean for our 6 million youth with disabilities if their teachers held these same beliefs. The truth is, most teachers do. And when they do, their students with disabilities tend to be less academically and socially successful. And their students who don't have disabilities tend to be less accepting of peers who do. This is a problem. Now, one reason teachers hold these beliefs is because they feel unprepared to teach students with disabilities. So, my dissertation research explored whether training in an instructional approach called Universal Design for Learning, or UDL, might help change future teachers' beliefs about disability. UDL applies flexible teaching strategies to meet the learning needs of all students while maintaining academic challenge. My participants, 78 future teachers, completed a survey on their beliefs about learning, teaching, and disability before and after participating in one of 2 randomly assigned online training modules. Each module presented UDL through a different view of disability to see whether that view would have a greater impact on beliefs than UDL itself. The first module framed disability within a medical model with its deficit view. The second within a social model, which views disability as a natural part of the human experience and not something to be feared, pitied, or fixed. Of course, I expected the social model group would show more positive beliefs after the training, and in fact, nearly 60% of them did. But quite unexpectedly, over 70% of the medical model group showed more positive beliefs after the training. This is exciting because both groups showed significant changes in belief, suggesting UDL as the common factor in changing beliefs toward a more positive and accepting view of disability. This may ultimately result in more positive outcomes for over 6 million youth with disabilities. But just as exciting to me is the likelihood that students will see disability more positively because their teachers do. Today's students are the curators of our future. And since 1 in 5 of us is likely to experience a disability at some point, wouldn't we all like to believe that future generations will help remove attitudinal barriers to disability as well as physical barriers as suggested by this new active international symbol of access? Thank you.